A very good morning, guys. In the previous class, we studied how to make the statement where we calculated the present value of hire purchase option. We had similar variety two sessions, and I hope you all are confident. If not, please go back and see the videos again. Now, as I mentioned in the previous class, in this sum, I'll be taking a full-fledged variation where there is not only calculation of present value of cash outflow for hire purchase option, but there is also calculation of present value of cash outflow for lease or the rented option. Okay, so same calculation what we have done in the earlier classes plus additional calculation where the present value of cash outflow for lease option, that is the rented option, will be done. As I told you starting very first day, the name of the chapter is lease and hire purchase financing. Hire purchase means you are buying the asset on installment system, and in lease option you avoid buying the asset, you prefer taking it on rent. As I told you, depending upon the market conditions, currently what is happening, currently what is the scenario in the market, sometimes hire purchase option is better, sometimes lease option is better, and sometimes it's up to individuals also. So now we will take a sum where there are both options. We will do the calculations, and then according to the calculation what we get, we will give our conclusion that which option is better. So again the same thing. First, analysis of payment for hire purchase option along with depreciation working. Present value of cash outflow for hire purchase option, which we have done till now. And then the extra part for today, the new point for today, present value of cash outflow for these options. Okay, chalo, let's take the question. The sum what I am doing is question number 37. Question 37. In this sum, there is no down payment. Okay. As I told you, it is not necessary that down payment has to be there. Let's see. Question 37. An equipment costing rupees 5 lakh with a 5-year life can be leased for 5 years for payment of 1,20,000 per year at the end of each year. That means you can take it on rent by paying 1,20,000 rent per year. This is one option. Alternatively, you can borrow 5 lakh and buy the equipment at 6% interest payable on the outstanding balance at the close of each year, the principal being repayable in 5 equal installments. Take a loan, that's a hire purchase option, and keep on paying every year for the next 5 years along with interest 6%. Now see, they have not given you the amount of installments. 5 lakh is my cash price. 5 lakh you have to pay in 5 equal annual installments. There is no down payment. So 5 lakh divided by 5, 1 lakh will be my installment, but 1 lakh is the cash price per year. That means the installment per year amount without interest. So 1 lakh you will have to add interest. So in short, this is an indication that your installments are plus interest. That means your installments do not include interest. When I start the table, again I will explain you. You are required to compute debris at 20% on original cost. Original cost is straight line. That means it remains fixed every year. So we don't have to make a big working note for depreciation. Straight line method. Corporate tax, that's your income tax, to be reckoned at 50%. And a fair return of 10% after tax is expected on the business funds. This is nothing but the present value factor. This is your present value factor. They have given you 5 years factors at 10% discount, so we don't have to calculate. It is straight away given in the question. If you see, they have given you 3 decimals. Present your choice with comparative analysis. This is what we are going to do. First, analysis of payment along with depreciation working. Taking that data here, we'll get the present value of outflow for hire purchase option, and then same way we will do lease calculation. Okay guys, chalo, let's start. Now, as I told you, there is no down payment. Nothing is paid at the start of the year. So this is the first sum where 0 year will not come. As I told you, it is not necessary that always down payment has to be there. Most of the cases it will be there, but not necessary. So I will straight away start with my year one. I will straight away start with my year one. Cash price, opening cash price will be 5 lakh. Opening cash price will be 5 lakh. There is no down payment. What is the information? 5 lakh you have to pay it in 5 equal annual installments. So 5 lakh divided by 5, my principal amount will be 1 lakh. 5 lakh divided by 5, my principal amount will be 1 lakh. And what will be my interest? You all know very well. What I told you, these are plus interest. Whether it is plus, whether it is inclusive of interest, respective year का interest will always be on the opening cash price. So मेरा opening cash price कितना है? 5 lakh. 5 lakh is my opening cash price. 5 lakh का 6% gives you 30,000. 5 lakh का 6%, 30. So what will be my installment? Principal 1 lakh plus interest 30. This also I'll put it in brackets for your understanding. So 1 lakh plus 30, this is 130. 1 lakh plus 30, this is 130. And my closing cash price will be opening, that is 5 lakh, minus principal, that is 1 lakh. So this becomes 4 lakh. There is no down payment. 5 lakh is my cash price. 5 lakh has to be paid equally throughout the year. So 5 lakh divided by 5, 1 lakh. 1 lakh is the principal amount each year. So that is an indication that this 1 lakh is without interest. So we add interest. Okay, chalo, continuing the same way. This is just a revision of earlier class. Year 2 may first bring forward opening cash price 4 lakh. Principal again 1 lakh. Now interest will be what? 4 lakh ka 6%, that is 24,000. Therefore my installment will be 1 lakh plus 24,000, that is 1,24,000. Getting it now? Every year का interest will be respective opening cash price का 6%. And now my closing will be 4 lakh minus 1 lakh, that will give you 3 lakh. 4 lakh minus 1 lakh, that will give you 3 lakhs. Next, year 3, bring it down, 3 lakh. Again remember, my principal is 1 lakh each year. How 1 lakh each year? 5 lakh divided by 5. Third year का interest will be, third year का opening cash price का 6%. So 3 lakh का 6% gives you 18,000. So this will be 1 lakh 18. How 1 lakh 18? 1 lakh principal plus 18,000. And my closing cash price will be 3 lakh minus 1 lakh, that will give you 2 lakh. 3 lakh minus 1 lakh, that will give you 2 lakhs. Okay. Next, bring it down, fourth year. 2 lakh. This is 1 lakh. This will be 2 lakh ka 6%, that is 12,000. So this will be 1 lakh plus 12, that is 1,12,000, and this will be 2 lakh minus 1 lakh, that is 1 lakh. And last, year 5, bring it down 1 lakh. What I told you, when we are in the last year, opening cash price and principal will remain the same. So my interest will be opening cash price 1 lakh ka 6%, that is, sorry, I wrote it in the wrong column. Sorry, I wrote it in the wrong column. 1 lakh ka 6%, that is 6,000. So this is 1 lakh 6. How you got 1 lakh 6? 1 lakh plus 6,000. Okay, and this last year it will be nil, that is 1 lakh minus 1 lakh. Okay, take the total. Principal is 5 lakh, interest 30, 24, 18, 18 gives you 90, and this has to be 590. Let's check it. As I told you, always check, because in case you have made some mistake, you will come to know at this stage only. So 590 is my installment. Okay, 5,90,000 is my installment. Well, clear with this, guys? Hope this is clear. This is the revision of whatever we have done till now. Okay, now see, depreciation is given there how much? 20% on original cost. As I told you, there are two methods. You all know, we all are doing since FYJC, straight line and WDV. WDV के लिए we make a detailed working note, because every year का depri will be respective year का opening balance का percentage, but straight line में it will be fixed. Now as I told you, because it's your board exam, it's better we make a working note. A small working note, I'll make it here only. Working note, calculation of depreciation per year. Calculation of depreciation per year. Depreciation is equal to 5 lakh into 20%, that is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh per year is my depreciation. Okay, so 1 lakh per year is my depri. What I told you, why we need the figure of depri? Depri is an allowable business expense. When you claim a business expense under income tax, your taxable profit will reduce because of that expense. Therefore, I will be taking uska tax. Clear? So that is the reason I need this figure when I come to this figure. Got it, guys? So now we are ready with the basic data for hire purchase option. Taking that data, we will get the present value of cash out. Okay, so calculation of present value of cash outflow for hire purchase option. Particulars, and there are 5 years. Again, I am repeating, this is the sum where there is no down payment, there is nothing paid, no transaction done on the first day of the year. That is the reason 0 year is not there. Okay, so I'll start with outflow. A. Outflow. Earlier class के sum में there were 3 outflows: down payment, principal, interest. But here there is no down payment. So I will start straight away with principal. If you see, all 5 years का principal का amount is equal. So year 1, 1 lakh. One lakh. Okay. Then interest. Okay. Every year का interest. 30, 24, 18, 12 and 6. 30, 24, 18, 12 and 6. Take the total 130, 124, 1 lakh 18, 1 lakh 12 and 1 lakh 6. This is your installment only, but as I told you, we'll break it off, we'll split it. The reason is interest is an expense, so we will get uska tax benefit. Okay, I'll call this A as total outflow, or you call it as total cash outflow. Okay, then as I told you, there will not be income, but there is saving. Saving is as good as an income which will reduce my cash outflow, because अगर कुछ पैसा सेव होगा तो जो पेमेंट करना है वो पेमेंट उतना कम करना पड़ेगा. Therefore we will give the heading B, that is savings, and the same what we have done in the previous two classes. क्या होगा? Which are the two expense? One is interest and the other is depre. Both are allowable expense. You all have done in SY में, direct tax में also. So when you incur a business expense which is allowed under Income Tax Act, so you save tax on that. So two things. First, tax saving on interest. Now see, what is the rate of income tax given? Rate of income tax is 50%. So what I'll do first, let me put a bracket. Every year का tax saving will be respective interest का 50%. So 30,000 का 50%, 24,000 का 50%, 18,000 का 50%, 12,000 का 50% and 6,000 का 50%. Okay, respective year के interest का 15%. 30,000 का 50%, 15,000, 24 का 50%, 12, 18 का 50%, 9, 12 का 50%, 6 and 6,000 का 50%, 3,000. Okay, respective interest का 50% because 50% is my rate of income tax. Same calculation of the previous two classes. What is the other thing? The other expense is depreciation. So I will take tax saving on depreciation. I will take tax saving on depreciation. Now, fortunately, every year का depre is same. अगर reducing होता, all 5 years का depre would have been different. But this is same. So what you will do? I'll put it in brackets. 1 lakh ka 50%. Now because it is same, I am not putting it everywhere. So my tax saving due to depre will be 50,000 in each year. Because it is straight line method, original cost, straight line, fixed installment, all are same. The amount of depreciation is fixed every year. Okay, so take the total, okay, and make it as B. There is nothing else. So 15 plus 50, 65, 15 plus 12, 62, 59, 56 and 50. B is my total savings. B is my total saving. Therefore, my net cash outflow is A minus B. 130 minus 65 gives you 65. 124 minus 62 gives you 62. 118 minus 59 gives you 59. This is 56 and this is 53. Fortunately, it is coming same as savings because if you see cash outflow is double. Got it guys? Again I am repeating, no new point here. The new point is coming. Now what you will do? This you will multiply by the PV factor. The rate is given 10%. Now we calculated, but here your job gets cut down. They have already given you. First year का कितना है? 0.909. Second year 0.826. Third year 0.751. Fourth year 0.683 and fifth year 0.62. 0.621. Got it? Take the multiplication, that will give you your present value of cash outflow. Okay, so 65,000 into 0.9095, 59,085, 62,000 into 0.826, that is 51,212, 59,000 into 0.751, that is 44,309, 56,000 into 0.683, that is 38,248, and 53 into 0.621 gives you 32,913. Okay, this means what? After 1 year, if I want 65,000, today uska value is 59,085. After 2 years, if I pay 62,000, today uska value is 51,212. You all know this. This is capital budgeting ka basic. Okay, now we will add up all. So 59,085 plus 51,212 plus 44,309, 38,248 plus 32,913. I'll put it here. I don't have space. So 225,767 is my total present value of cash out. Is my total present value of cash out. Getting it? Just check once again. 30,248 plus 32,913. 225,767 is my option. Got it? So now see, the present value of hire purchase option, the present value of cash outflows. That means what? Whatever payment I am going to make over a period of next 5 years, uska payment ka value as of today is this. Now I'll have to do similar thing for rent and then give my conclusion. Got it? Chalo. Now I'll do the same thing for rental option. Calculation of present value of cash outflow for lease option. Here what we are doing? We are buying the asset. On payment of last installment, we will become the owner. But यहाँ पे we are not buying the asset. we are taking it on rent. Every year we will pay rent. So there is only one outflow, that is rent. So what I'll do, same table, compare it, it will be half the size of the first table. Presentation will be same. A outflow. Now only one outflow you have here, that is rent. कितना है मेरा rent? Every year का rent is same, 1,20,000. Every year का rent is same, 1,20,000. There will be little bit of variations coming in the future sums where rent में maintenance charge होगा, but this is pure basic type of lease financing. Okay, no other expense, no other outflow. So this itself is the total. No need to write it again, but I'm just doing it for better presentation. So 120. So 120 is my option. मतलब total outflow. So A, total cash outflow 1,20,000. Next, B, savings. Okay, now see, anything else is there? No. Again the same thing. Higher purchase option में interest and debris were my expense. यहाँ पे rent is my expense. Rent is a business expense. So if I am getting tax benefit, tax saving for debris and interest under higher purchase option, I will get the benefit of tax for rent payment also here. So there will be only one saving, that is tax saving on rent. Okay. Again, I'll put a bracket. I'll just put a bracket in the first year because every year का amount same है. So 120 का 50%, that is 60,000. So every year का rent payment is 60. So every year का rent payment is 60. Okay. Nothing else is there. Take the total B, that is total saving. Total saving. So 60,000, 60,000, 60,000 and 60,000. Okay, and my net cash outflow will be A minus B. Everywhere, fortunately, the amount is same. So 60,000. Everywhere the amount is same. So 60,000. I don't have space. I'm just adjusting in small digits. Multiply by PV factor at the rate of 10%. I have to do the same thing. Getting it now, guys? So see, this is the new point, very basic. Rent is the only payment, outflow rent, nothing else. Rent is an expense, so you get uska tax benefit. Okay, so multiply that. Already you have the factors. 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 0.683 and 0.62. Okay, take the total. That's your present value of cash outflow. Okay, let's take. It will be 60,000 into 0.909, 54,540, 0.826 gives you 49,560. I don't have space, guys. I'm writing it small. So 54,540, 49,560. Then you have 45,060, 49,80, and 37,260. I'll repeat, guys. 54,540, 49,560, 45,060, 49,80, and 37,260. 60,000 multiplied by the respective factors. Okay, now same way I will add up all the present value. So 54,540 plus 49,560 plus 45,060 plus 4098 is 37,227,400. Therefore, total present value of cash outflow is 227,400. Getting it? So that means what? The rent payment what I am making every year, after considering the tax benefit, the payment which I am going to make over a period of next 5 years, uska present value is 227,400. Got it, guys? Now, conclusion. If I go for hire purchase option, my present value is 225,767. If I go for rental option, my present value is 227,400. This is outflow, पैसा जा रहा है. If it is inflow, we take the higher amount. This is outflow, payment being made. So we will consider the least option. The least amount is this. So we go for this. Another way you can also conclude ना, पैसा बच भी रहा है. यहाँ पे you don't become the owner, but यहाँ पे we also become the owner. So not only our outflow is less, but we get a chance of ownership. So this is better, but not necessary. Yeah? Sometimes even rental option is better. In practical life, I am telling you, because if you can invest your money in an efficient way, you will always get higher returns as compared to the property. So as I told you, it depends individual to individual. But here we have to think not from business point of view, but we have to think from business point of view, but more from the numbers point of view, because it is your exam related maths. But in practical life, the approach varies. Okay, so guys, let's write the conclusion. Dekho, take down the conclusion 2 lines. Since the present value of cash outflow, since the present value of cash outflow is lower under higher purchase option, is lower under higher purchase option, it is advisable to buy the asset. It is advisable to buy the asset and avoid leasing it. It is advisable to buy the asset and avoid leasing it. Buy the asset and avoid leasing it. Clear with this, guys? That's it, guys. I'll just check the video. I think it's second from me hoga. Yeah. If I take the next sum, it will be too much. So I'll just wind up the video here. The next sum, I'll come back in the next video. Okay, guys. So please revise this before we meet in the next video, because it will be the same thing, just little bit thoda, maybe depre, there will be WDV, or यहाँ पे maybe it may be plus interest, it may be inclusive of interest, or even it may be the case where interest ka rate is not given. So variations will come here. This will be the same for the next class what we are going to do. I think next class में Here also there's a working note, rate of interest is not given. Anyway, whatever it is, we will see in the next class. So that's it guys. I wind up the video here. See you all in the next class.